Word. So we've had some guest speakers slash trainers the last couple weeks, and tonight I felt like maybe we would just kind of do more of a brainstorm for what's ahead and where we're at now and how to get unstuck if you're feeling stuck. There were a couple great trainings that we may touch on that were based off of kind of email, like newsletter type things that I think are going to be really helpful going into this holiday season. So I don't know. Do we want to, Kim, talk any about holiday prep, or do we want to dive into the email newsletter stuff first, or what do you think?
I mean, I think they kind of go hand in hand, what we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier. I don't know, whatever everybody else wants, we can
Okay.
talk about.
I think I don't know with your team, but I've had a lot of mine kind of asking, like, when do we think holiday is going to drop and all this stuff. And it's kind of not too hard to kind of predict a general time frame for this. Like if you go back to when holiday sets dropped last year and the years before, it's typically mid-October-ish. So I think that we could all probably expect that it's coming sooner rather than later. So it's kind of funny. I asked in one of the awesome chats that Kim and I are both in, I kind of said, okay, what are you guys doing for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, all of that? And people were kind of like, oh my gosh, Jess, you're making me sweat, like pump the brakes. But and a lot of people too said, oh, I'll figure it out like on Wednesday night that week, or, so I'm typically that person that waits to the last minute. I don't know, Kim, are you kind of like that too?
Honey, I will be sitting on my mama's couch with a full belly on Thanksgiving night going, shoot, what am I going to do for Black Friday?
I know.
I wing it so bad. It's ridiculous.
Yes. So we tend to be wingers, not swingers, wingers. But
I have slept with Jesse. I mean, just putting it out there.
That is true. This is true. So I think it's not a bad idea to kind of put it in the back of your mind and start thinking about it now. Typically in the past, Black Friday, there's been some sort of exclusive for corporate, so you can kind of maybe rely on that a little bit. I don't know. I mean, that's just the way it's been the last, 4 something years. There's always a chance it could change, but get your wheels turning on that and start thinking about it while you kind of aren't in that panic mode. I think your brain sometimes may work a little bit better if you have more time to think about it. Or I mean, if you work better under pressure, then do what works for you. But Kim and I were kind of chatting just a tiny bit, and I think one of the number one complaints that we're getting is people's VIP groups are kind of dead. They're really struggling in that department. So I'm just thinking ahead to holiday. If your VIP group is dead now, more than likely, you're probably not going to have the holiday turnout that you want, if that's all that you're relying on. So do you guys agree? I don't know. Basically, I keep stressing, I don't know what's good you're really going to get out of posting 3 times a day in a VIP group that is totally dead to the world. Your time may be better spent if you put that energy elsewhere. So should we kind of plug in now about this email system?
That sounds like a good idea. I was kind of thinking about what you asked me earlier, Jesse, about like how, like we've got some emails from our VO from people that have ordered, and that's in your contact management in the VO. But, some of us got into a bad habit of mailing everything out and people weren't ordering online. So some of us have been working this whole past year trying to get people transitioned back to the website. So we're missing a lot of emails from people that would be interested in seeing our Christmas collection and whatever. So I was kind of thinking, like, how do we get those people transitioned to email? Because we want to make it, as broad as possible. And one thing I thought of is if you take a little bit of time and put together something like a gift guide for the men in your life. How many of us struggle with what to get for our husbands for Christmas?
Oh,
Lord have mercy. I can't ever. I mean, the poor guy gets gift cards from Cabela's for every occasion from my mom, which he loves, but how boring is that on Christmas morning, right? But like if we could compile, and maybe we work together and share ideas, compile a list that you could post about, hey, if I got this great gift guide for husbands, but I don't want to post it here on social media, shoot me your email and I'll send you a PDF. And so
love
we could
that.
kind of create something together that we can all use. Or it could be like quick but delicious holiday recipes, you know, things that will save our VIPs time, save on money, save the thought process, the planning, like all those kinds of things. I'm sure there's other ideas too, but start thinking about that and let's all, instead of each of us working on that individually, let's all just pull together between our teams and see what we can come up with, because I think we're better together.
Oh, totally. That's a genius idea. And I know, Kim, I shared with my team over and over, yours probably, I'm sure, saw it either in Kelly's page or if you double shared it too, but Janice's email training, when she does the newsletter, she said, what was it? She said, have secrets that you only put in your email. So just like Kim said with that list, the holiday gift guide, genius. But that you can post it in your VIP group, but they're not going to get the info there. They need to subscribe to you somehow. So I love that. Love that. And definitely working together is great because again, I'm terrible on gift ideas. So I need all the help in that department.
And I would even like ask for their cell phone number while you're doing it too, because you may at some point be interested. Like I know I'm interested in doing one of the tech services and I haven't done it yet, but I want to go ahead and start getting phone numbers.
Right.
For when I do, or in case I do, just kind of thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm. And something like that too. I mean, is there any reason why we couldn't even put that up on our personal page?
I mean, it's not Color Street related.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. And I mean, you could kind of do like slow transitions more into Color Street stuff if you start out with that newsletter, or even again, if you watch Janice's training, if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask us. But she had within her email, so when this gift guide that we send out, she had the forms in there where you could actually click on a button and it would take you to a form and it could say, ask questions about, would you like to know more info about, I don't know, nail care? Would you like to know more info about lip care? Or, you know, I mean, you could ask anything. The hosting opportunity to get free things, gifts for the holidays, stuff like that. So maybe that could be a way to kind of slowly segue those people into, okay, what exactly are they interested in if you're going to put it on your personal page. I mean, what's the worst they can do? You email them once and they say no, or they decide, okay, they get another email from you and they unsubscribe, or I don't know. I mean, I think it's totally worth the shot trying. Love that. I'm taking all these notes over here. Let me see. So Kim we were talking too, and she had put together some awesome little like templates. And again, Janice touches on this in her training as well, but you can get as simple or as complicated as you want with it. I know a lot of us are kind of in that state where we feel like there's a lot going on and it's hard to keep up. So keep it simple. Kim what did you do? A Google Doc?
Yeah, I made 2 different Google Docs. I don't know why I did 2 because I'm weird. But I'm going to put the link in the chat if y'all want to look at it. But there's 2 different options. And before I put the link in, let me kind of explain it. There are email services, which are beautiful and gorgeous, and they cost money and you can do a ton of stuff with it. and you are welcome to use those if you want to. I used to use Mad Mimi and I liked it. And then Julie Cruz talked me into going to Flowdesk and had this special deal and this unlimited number of emails. And so I went with it, and then I canceled my Mad Mimi, and then Flowdesk, like, it's hard. It's confusing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me like the Mad Mimi did. And so I've been paying for it forever and not using it. But I went last night and I worked on an email, and I finally kind of figured a little bit of stuff out, and it's beautiful. It is gorgeous, but it took me a ton of time. So I'm going to encourage you with your, unless you are already savvy with that kind of stuff, I'm going to encourage you to keep it simple. So I did this gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful little Flowdesk thing that I'm maybe not even going to send out. I don't know. It's might have been a big waste of my time based on, the return I might get from it. I suggest you go simple, really, honestly, simple. So I've given two options. One can be for when you just want to highlight one collection. And the other one I was kind of testing out, and it can be done if you want to highlight a bunch of collections at once. So let's say you don't want to send out an email every time something new comes up. And I know corporate is sending out emails, but I feel like those are going to a lot of spam email boxes. And so maybe it's helpful. I'm grateful for it big time. I have gotten some sales off of it, but I don't know that everyone's getting those. So I think it might be worth our while to have an email template that's really simple and it's plug and play. Not something we have to think about the wording, not something where we have to create our own graphics. You can, if you're talented like Jesse and Meg and some of the others, you can do that. Or you can go to the graphics group, or, beg Jesse to let you borrow something, or hers, which she's always so gracious. But I want it to be super simple because I want you to actually do it. So the first one is just a simple, I just did one with, here, let me just send it to you and then you can read it. Hold on just one second. Let me grab it. Okay.
Yeah, her Flowdesk one is definitely gorgeous, but I too have messed around with Flowdesk, and it is definitely not as user friendly for someone, I don't know, that's not super tech savvy like Kim said. So
I think it's for geniuses, not for me.
Yeah. If you have all the time in the world and you want to get fancy, dive right in, but just know that there are options for you out there that are simple and free. And even the VO is there. So if just diving in and trying something is better than spending hours on something that looks like a masterpiece and you never get out because you don't finish it.
Exactly. All right. So there is one option. Oops. Paste. And there is the other option. So when you click on them, and I can't remember which one I did first now, one of them just has what is the autumn one? Autumn harvest. I can't remember the names of the sets anymore, much less the names of the collections. Like, I am a lost puppy now with all these releases. But one of them has like the autumn one, and then on the second page it has like a spot for you to put a Christmas graphic for whenever the holiday sets come out. And I apologize, I keep saying Christmas. If we have people from other faiths and that celebrate other things, I mean no offense by that. I mean holiday. But I just use the wording from the email. Like, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to be some great person with words. You can put a simple little hook in there and then copy paste exactly what comes from corporate, from the email we get before a launch. So you can have it ready to go. And then all you have to do is wait for that graphic to be created by whomever and pop it in, put it in your email and send it out. That's what I want you guys to do, is just try the simple way. And then if you get more comfortable and you want to add your own spin to it, fine. But I don't think our customers are really, really going to care if it's, the exact words from corporate or if it's from you. The other one is for people that maybe don't want to send it out as often. Maybe you want to do a 2-week recap, a monthly recap, like a monthly newsletter or something like that. So with that one, I went into Canva, and the link for the template for you to go in and change it up. And it's nothing fancy. It's not a Jessie graphic. It's a Kim graphic. But it just highlights several collections. I didn't put all of them in there because I was just kind of trying to show you. But it highlights several collections. I, again, copy pasted the words straight from the launch emails and put it in there, put an arrow to which picture it went to, and you can send that out as well. With that one, I did, and I sent Jessie can we do the video in here showing the whole email, the one that you took?
Oh, the one that I took?
Yeah, the video. When you finally got the email, technology was not my friend today.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? Technology's never my friend.
No. But what I did with that one, the one that has the two story slides, I put like information at the top, just my personal message, really short and sweet, and then the link to the website. And then I did the 2 photos that had all the different collections on it. And then at the bottom, I did my link again, just so they don't have to scroll back up. They saw it from the beginning. So if they immediately wanted to go ahead and order, they could go right to it. And then when they finished looking through it at the end, it was right there for them. You want to make it as convenient as possible. That one you can't do through the VO because it's not going to show up right with the links and whatever. So that one you would want to go straight to your own personal email. You can download all your contact information from the VO into an Excel spreadsheet. You can copy the emails, and then you can put those into your own email service. If you're using Gmail or something like that, it may tell you you can only do 250 or 500 or whatever it is at a time. So if you've got a lot of emails, you may have to break it up. Make sure and do it in a blind copy though. Don't the BCC, don't show everybody's email in it. But then you can kind of create your own and put the pictures and the links and the text wherever you want.
Can you guys see my phone?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh,
you Amy.
This one?
Yep.
Don't mind the
title. I was mad today, and this is also why I'm eating ice cream for dinner.
Yeah, I had ice cream and Sour Patch Kids. So
it is keto ice cream though.
Oh wait,
not on keto. It just tastes good.
So yeah, see, look how fun that looks. I love that.
So like literally, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see my finger. So right there where it says Taste of Autumn, right to the right of that, above that little arrow that's pointing to it, that is, I literally just posted the picture and the copy from the email. No extra words. The only words of mine are above it and below it of both of the pictures. So you've got that template. If you want to just pop those in there yourself and change up for whatever collections you want, you can do that.
I love it. Do you want me to show them how pretty your Flowdesk one is?
You can.
Let's see here. Oh, did you guys see too? There's a deal.
Yeah, I saw it right when we got on.
There's a flash sale tomorrow. BOGO Halloween. So that's so this is your Flowdesk one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And see, I mean, it looks very professional and I love it and it's gorgeous. And I love how you have included the tailgate fave little recipe in there.
That I've never tried, but it looks good.
It does look good. See, I love it. It looks, I mean, that looks gorgeous. But again, how long did you say this took?
Hours and hours. It was not worth it. I mean, I feel accomplished because I did something pretty, but I don't know that I would make any more money off of that email as one of the simple ones, honestly.
Yeah. Yep. And
And
honestly,
I think using that little template that I shared will make it look more professional than just one graphic in the VO, or the VO email system is just really simple. So if you want to do something fancier without spending money on an email service and without spending a lot of time, then that's what I suggest you try.
love it. Yeah, at one point in time, someone in one of the chats had said you could drop images into the body of the email in RVO, but I have tried it and I can't get it to do anything other than in an attachment.
Yeah,
So,
it just pulls in at the end for me.
yeah. So that's why I like this too. Okay, so does anybody have questions, or what are you guys thinking? Feel free to chime in if you have anything you want to discuss or ask.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, whoops. I think I might have just muted whoever was talking. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's Nicole. Jesse, I had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of using your Gmail, but if someone unsubscribes to our emails through the VO, will that remove them from the list? Like when we copy and paste that and, use those emails, is that so that we're not unintentionally emailing someone who opted out of the emails? Does that make sense?
So like they are a contact in your VO currently and they may have already unsubscribed. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
You should be able to go into the message center and see that and pull a report. You could probably filter that somehow or pull it into a spreadsheet.
I looked at it today.
I just wanted to make sure there was a way to do it.
But I didn't see that anyone had unsubscribed, and I would kind of be surprised that no one had unsubscribed. So I'm not sure.
I can answer that.
Over. Oh, Shelly said she knows it. So
I've had that happen. So their email address actually has the word unsubscribed in that field. I'm sorry, it's thundering and my dog's going nuts.
Oh no.
Okay, no, that's perfect. I just want to, I don't want to inadvertently email. I mean, I don't think it's a lot of people that, maybe one here or there. I don't want to inadvertently email someone who doesn't want to receive them. So that's great. Thank you.
I did not know that. So their email address changes to unsubscribed.
I know that it does for our team, but I looked through my contact management today and didn't see it. There's a field for it.
I see. I do see the column. Let me look here.
Yeah. So when you pull it out and put it in a download the contacts, if you filter your email addresses, you can just delete out the lines that are unsubscribed.
Okay.
Or it just won't deliver it to unsubscribed.
Okay.
Email addresses. So yeah, it removes your email address. What's that? I know my dog, she hates thunder and it's having a thunderstorm. I'm in Florida, so
bless your heart. You don't need thunderstorms after everything.
Oh God, no. I mean, I'm okay where I'm at, but nobody else needs them.
I know.
Oh
yeah.
Else's dog. Here's my dog. I'll mute now.
I do see one right here. So yeah, there is someone who is marked as unsubscribed from my emails. But yeah, it does change their email out. So their email's not in there anymore. It says unsubscribed, which I mean, that's probably, I kind of like that. Then you can't mess it up, right? So, good question. Trying to think what else. So yeah, kind of going in the time frame that we're in now, kind of from this weird transition into there's a Halloween BOGO tomorrow to there's Thanksgiving sets on the site to it's mid-October almost. Is Christmas gonna be here soon? Maybe just focus on what is working for you currently and evaluate that. If it's not your VIP group, really focus on going into the VO, collecting the emails that you have, getting that list together, and maybe putting out your first little newsletter. The other thing in that training was that Janice does, and she's she is very good at what she does. So, and she has mainly had most of her success primarily from these newsletters, and she sends them weekly. And she said she created a system for herself. So she would basically collect all the info on Monday from our weekly newsletters that corporate sends us and everything else that's happened maybe the previous week or what's going on that month. And she uses like a template like that Kim showed us and just inserts quickly the images that she needs, the text that she needs, and then she has that thing ready to blast out on Tuesday. She said she loves blasting them out on Tuesday mornings because a lot of times we have launches Tuesday morning. So if somebody maybe sees an email that you sent Sunday night about a launch coming Tuesday, I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember anything more than 5 minutes after I've read it. So if you're sending it right before that launch, that may be something to try too. If they open and read it right then, maybe they'll hop on right over to your link and order at that moment. So,
and I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe, Color Street sends out the emails on the launch days, but maybe you send yours out on a Thursday or a Friday, something closer to payday. And then if they're busy on that Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day the launch day was, maybe they won't be as busy on the weekend and I'll have time to look at your email or have the money to spend. Just another idea.
Yeah. I know what was it? Rule My Biz or Rule Your Business or something like that was the one that they were talking about in the training, but you could track too, like the open rate. Stuff like that would be helpful too, because you could even say like take each week for the next, I don't know, 7 weeks and send it on a different day and see what day is it getting the most activity and base it off of that. To kind of use insights or something like your Facebook groups to do things like that. But I think the most important thing is to start with that and then also to build that email list. So I think that's one of the hard things that we're probably like, how do I get more contacts? So what Kim shared, that idea, I love that. The holiday gift guide list. I don't know what else. Does anybody else have any great genius ideas on how to grow their email list while we're talking about that? Let me see what else.
I do a giveaway. This is Nicole again. I do a giveaway during my vendor events, and I do like an enter to win if they join my email list right then and there, and I get their name, number, and email, and they fill out the little card, they put in a little bin, and I raffle like a prize later. Everyone's a winner, obviously. I send everyone at least a stamp or something. But it's been helpful to add people to the VO. And then that way, if they didn't join my VIP group at the time of the vendor event, then I usually get into a conversation with them. I'll text them a week later and say, how are you loving your sets? Oh, by the way, here's the link to my VIP group. And then I also I manually put them into my VO, their contact information, so they will be on my email list.
That's genius. I love that. Definitely. Vendor events too this time of year. There's a slew of people shopping for the holidays. So that's a great place to go. Yeah. Also too, I mean, like we've always done those grow your group challenges and stuff in our VIP groups. Maybe you put something out there like grow your contact list or help me grow my email list. Even some sort of challenge with your current VIPs or those people that are in your sneak peek chats, those ones that you can always rely on. The last people that you go to and you're like, please help. No, I'm just kidding. But those people that are always ordering, always supporting you, say, hey, you know what? Do you have any friends you think that may be looking for holiday gift ideas? I've got all these great things that I'm wanting to send out. If you have some, maybe see if they'll help you in growing that email list. I don't know. sure.
What about like a recipe swap for like busy moms, like crock pot meals, things like that?
That's fun.
You know,
like
because
that
for
idea.
some of us that work, you know, the holidays get busier for us.
Mm-hmm.
I know I rely on my Instapot and crock pot a lot. So
Yes. I hate cooking, so.
I think too, we'll find our niche, like our people that'll be interested in our product if we're doing things to draw in people who are looking to save time and money.
Mm-hmm.
So quick meals, inexpensive meals that feed a family, like things like that. Also
like
beauty
stocking
related, maybe.
stuffers, like $10 and under stocking stuffer ideas and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Okay, so do we have anything else? I'm trying to look through my notes if there was anything else I wanted to touch on. I mean, also to those of you who are still utilizing and having good luck with your VIP groups, now's a great time to kind of use a poll there and ask your people what they want to see like for the holidays and stuff, and start trying to think ahead as far as think about maybe what you did last year. I know last year Monica Arcee, all of her trainings around like the wheel sale, the live inventory sale one day, the Santa shop, like all of those things, maybe ask them if those were things they enjoyed, if they would like to do something like that again, or if they would like to see something like that again. You could even ask questions like, when do you start your holiday shopping? Who all do you holiday shop for? Like what dollar amount, what range are you looking to shop or to stay within? Things are a lot different now. So, I mean, if you get ideas of what people are looking for, you could build bundles and things and grab cheap stuff off of Amazon and put together stuff and have a better idea of like, okay, they're saying they're shopping in this price range. So how can I build something to kind of fit in their budget? I actually tried something new in my VIP group with a kind of ordering ahead type thing. I'm not going to really share it yet. I'm just testing the waters because I don't want it to backfire on me. But if it works, I will definitely share. I know some on my team have been kind of spying on it. So I've gotten some excitement on it so far. And then one other tip I will share that I have also done for the past several launches, and you guys can pitch in too if you have feedback, but when we do have a launch coming, are you guys still doing like a slow reveal type thing? Or are you just plastering something up that has everything at once so they can see it? Maybe type in the chat or shout it out, like, which way are you trying? For the past, I don't know how many years, but every single launch that came, I would do the slow reveal, the tease, all of that stuff, and the game night. I would make it this huge, major deal. Well, the last several ones that we have had, I have not done that. I have taken everything. I'm like Kim said earlier, I'm kind of a freak about making my own graphics. So I enjoy that part of it. So I would still kind of like create my own little graphics that I wanted, but instead of doing like, okay, every 5 minutes, I'm going to show you something else. I was like, nope, here it is. I plastered everything up at once. I said, all right, here it is. This is what's coming Tuesday. I said, I'm going to do a bulk order. If you want me to order you something, comment below, tell me like what shade you want, how many you want, blah, blah, blah. I had them doing that. I had them telling me I don't know, the answer to something stupid or something like that. So people were commenting, they were answering the question, and the question, if they answered it, got them into a giveaway to win one of the sets. So all of this was happening on that one post. It revealed the whole collection. They got a chance to enter into a giveaway, and I feel like I did something else too in there. I'm not sure, but I had so much going on in that one post, and I got so many comments on that one post and so many views, and it worked very well because instead of posting every 5 minutes and wanting every single one of those posts to get a bunch of activity, it was all just in one place. And then the other thing that I also did was I went and I sent out an email and I put the link to that post in the email. I was like, if you want a bulk order, if you want anything, if you want to enter this giveaway that I'm doing, go comment on that post. So I have a coughing attack, but it worked super well and it got a bunch of activity. Excuse me. Sorry, Kim, you might have to talk for me.
You know, I used to do the reveals too. And then when the Facebook algorithm started changing, I stopped doing like girls' nights in and things that you had a lot of posts because I felt like, I mean, I don't have any proof or anything, but I just felt like if you did too many posts, your important ones weren't getting seen. So now I do a meme every morning, just something that people comment and relate to and laugh about and bring some sarcastic humor to some joy to people. Start their day off with a little laugh. But then other than that, usually my launches typically are just one picture and I might put like, some of the stock or like one post, and it might do like a collage of them all. And then I may throw some videos in there, all in that one post, and take bulk orders on that one post. But I'm really not doing a lot of bulk orders. We've got too many launches for me to do a bulk order every time. And I do know what idea you're talking about, Jesse, and I'm very interested to see, because that would keep us from doing, sending out a bunch of little packages for every launch. But
yeah, the ticket thing.
yeah, that's a cute idea. I'm hoping you're going to tell us it works really well, because I think
know.
it's intriguing. The one exception I'll say I had to like doing a post for every nail set, a reveal, so to speak. When the spring launch came out, I was on spring break with my son and my husband, and I didn't want to spend a lot of time like worrying about the spring launch, and I didn't want to do a bulk order. And so what I did was a mystery hostess link, but I did go through, and over a course, I think like 4 days I did an introduction post for each one of the nail sets. And I did like a little graphic from Lindsay Gonzalez, and then I did a video, and then I did a real nail fee, because those we got ahead of time with the bundle, so I got a good nail fee. And then something else too, I can't remember, or maybe I did the whole collection. I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at it. If you want to see it, just shoot me a message and I'll show you an example of it. But I explained in every single post, I explained about the mystery hostess thing, what they could win, in addition to the hostess rewards. There was another little drawing or something I think I did. It's been several months, I can't remember exactly, but I put all the information in every single post. So if they missed that first one, what there was like 16 sets or whatever, like surely they'd see 1 in 16, and they would go back and look through, and that went really well because they all ordered online. I didn't have to send anything out. Someone won the hostess rewards. She claimed that was all online. I didn't have to mail it anything. It was heaven. And I did like $400 to $500 being gone on vacation doing that. Now, I don't think that would work with every launch. It worked because it was a spring launch and a good one. But it might be something you might want to consider for Christmas.
Yes, I think
because we've had a little sneaky peek at some of the Christmas potentials, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, we're hearing big things are coming. Let me see if I can share this again. I think the big thing is, I got to figure out how I even did this in the first place. I think the big thing is to make sure and just switch it up. Because I think the problem is doing the same thing every single time. Eventually it's going to stop working no matter what you are trying. So these are all ideas that you can utilize. Okay, so this was, can you guys read that? It looks kind of blurry to me,
We
but
can read it.
feel free to screenshot, take a picture, whatever you want to do. But this was what I was talking about for my reveal. And again, I would never do this. I was always one of those people that when I started out, I was always taught to sneak peek the heck out of everything, tease as much as you can. But I think honestly, people are like, they want in, they want out, they want the info and I want this. Just get it for me. I don't want to deal with all the crap and the games and the guessing and stuff. So I just put all this up. So I had a deal in there. I had them commenting and then the giveaway involved and it says my deal in the graphic. And then typically these are what I would post separately, but again, it's all in the same thing. And then I snuck this in at the end too. So there's that if you wanted to see that. I don't know what is wrong with my voice tonight. All of a sudden, we're having like a major weather change here, and I think it's tickling my throat. Either that or it's the universe trying to tell me to shut up. All right, let's see. I feel like I was going to say something else that triggered something in my mind, and I forget now. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Something I just was thinking about that's worked really well in the last couple of years for me is make sure you're putting something up to market towards teachers or like teams or whatever. I've had a lot of really good success in the last couple of years with putting together just like little mini stockings that have like a set and then like a couple cheap little dollar, items or whatever. So parents are looking for inexpensive gifts for their kids, for teachers or instructors or, dance teachers or whatever the case is. But I know for me personally, that's one of my big sellers during the holiday season.
Yes, that would be another list to send out too.
I'm glad you said that because that just reminded me of what I did last year. So I know we've got the subscription boxes coming. If they come out before Christmas, that is something we can really utilize. But I did kind of my own little box last year, and I messaged a bunch of men that I knew would be, looking for something unique and different. I know when my husband surprises me and gets me something that I didn't ask for, but I actually like it thrills me to pieces. It's a shocker. But instead of a spa gift card, not a bad gift, but still, it's like the Cabela's gift card, except he actually likes those. So I did like a nail set and some like little self-care items and stuff. And I did little boxes that I got from Amazon. And I just messaged a bunch of men that had daughters or, wives or moms or whatever that I thought they might need a little bit of help. And I just mailed it straight to them and offered to mail it straight to their family member or whoever if they wanted me to. But if we get those subscription boxes, that might be a great thing to market to men as well. That's something they could get them every month, a little surprise from the husband. I have one of my teammates, her brother has an office full of women, and he gave her his credit card and had her order like 20 of the Halloween kit boxes to give to his office staff. What a great idea that is, right? My physical therapist, a lot of his ladies use Color Street. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to hit you up for little Christmas boxes. That's a great Christmas gift for all the ladies in his office.
Totally love that idea. Could make our husbands do videos for us. When you like leave the catalogs and stuff on the counter, like hinting, this is what I want. All right.
I just smell mine with a hammer over his head. Those hints don't work.
Yeah, that still doesn't work. Oh, I love it. This is such a fun time that we're going into. So my wheels are spinning 100 miles per hour, but I think too, the other thing to think about is it's October. So again, if we see holiday coming, people may still just be thinking Halloween. So don't get discouraged if you don't blow the doors off the first day when the sets do come. There's going to be excitement around for a while. So you've got time to think about what you're doing, plan. And I really do think the most important thing now is to collect those emails and get that first newsletter out. So we're challenging you to put that on your to-do list and knock that out. So by next Wednesday, hopefully you've either sent one out already or you've got one in the works to go out for later that week, depending on when you're going to send it. What do you think? Sound good? Yeah. Yeah, we see a couple thumbs up. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay. All right. And if we don't have any other questions, let me check the chat. I don't see anything in the chat. I think we're good. We'll let you off here. And oh, somebody raising their hand. Is it
I
Tamara?
was just gonna say, I gave you the links to the Google Doc templates.
Yes.
The 2 templates, and I'll give it to Meg as well, if her girls want it. And then anybody on my team, I'll put it in our team chat or our team page or something, so that everybody's got access to it after the Zoom here.
Yes. Oh, I have something else too, Kim. I don't know if I've sent it to you either, but I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Another resource to share. All right, guys, have a good night. Sleep good, everyone. And tomorrow's gonna be exciting. Lots going on. All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you.